Alright folks, welcome to another Amulet League. We're gonna be playing some Karn today. Doing scouts over here. We are doing main deck Rex Sage instead of main deck Pact of Negation. That's a little bit of something that started testing last week, so might as well take it for another spin. But yeah, I think that Karn is probably the best way to be playing Amulet right now because the metagame is super hostile to us. So thank you, Asim, for the cheer. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. If this were the other way around and we had a Dryad and then this were a Pact for a Titan, I would keep this hand. This being the case, I'm gonna ship it. And this is marginally better. Marginally better. But I'm Stacy. Turn 1 Amulet, turn 2 Explore. Both time, yeah. I haven't voted anybody in a long time. People are due their voting. Sometimes you just gotta vote. Okay. So if we find any bounce land, that actually counts. Yeah, it does, right? We play Vestige, we haste Titan, yeah. Alright, cool. And I'm gonna play the Gemstone Mine because if we top deck exactly Boros Garrison, we can still play Titan and haste it, which otherwise would be impossible. Someone hasn't been able to watch Magic in general recently. What is currently popular in Modern? What is popular in Modern? Good question. What is currently popular in Modern? Scapeshift is moderately popular. Eldrazi Tron is very popular. What else? Primetime. Fuck. Mono red and blue red prowess are pretty popular as well. Just read Primetime easy. Yeah, that's the plan from now on. Of course. But you got Karn, Matter Reshaper. At least they have Matter Reshaper instead of Karn. Primetime. Hello. Boom. Put Wishclaw in this sideboard. Damn. Next level plays, Stimwake. Next level plays. I mean, they need another answer to the Titan. They need an answer to the Karn. Don't have a Thought Not Seer. Oh. That's their play. That's their play right now. And that's our draw. Sounds good to me. Good Squatter, Semi-Growth Chamber. Bounce this, play this. Plus there. What am I blowing up? I think I'm blowing up the Ursa's Tower. My opponent just had the Natty Tron, so In the end, it doesn't even matter when you rip primetime. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they didn't have an answer to my Karn, right? That is basically what it came down to. Opponent was like, no, I insist. I insist. At this point, this doesn't matter anymore. Just gonna go get coding. Field and what? Well, I guess that is exactly one thing that can happen. That could mean that I potentially lose this game. Though I guess it doesn't really. Because I have not played my land drop yet, so I could haste this Titan, or I could play coding. No, I mean, just hasting the Titan is just... It's just so good. But if they rip the missing Tron piece plus... if they rip missing Tron piece plus all this dust, then they get to attack the Karn. So now we Vesuva Field. Guess I get a fetch land. Opponent with a warrior, yeah. I mean, they do have, technically they do have outs here. Like, they could have a Dismember, which answers the Titan, which that doesn't matter. But what would matter is if they have exactly missing Trumpies into... Well, now their Matter Reshaper died, so at that point it doesn't even matter, because then just the Karn takes over anyway, even if they all is dust. So we just destroy the Chalice, and then we just pack for another Titan, and we just kill them. But while the Reshaper was still alive, they could have found exactly the missing Trumpies and have all this dust. Beast Within, Forces, Bailoff. Got this, got two of these, got this. Let's go. Killing my Karn doesn't matter since you have packed into Titan. I have a pact and there's a Chalice on 0 in play, right? If they answer my Karn, Karn is actually my answer to the Chalice on 0. Bogger sells to Karn Wish for Amulet. Sure. Can we just acknowledge that plussing on the Chalice was wrong play because Frana was obviously going to draw a Titan? Yo. It's not obvious. Not that obvious, at least. Turn 2 Karn. Sign me up, baby. Can they stop the turn 2 Karn in any way, shape, or form? They can't, right? Yes, Dismember on the S's. When do we think this is going to print a Planeswalker? Play a Blood Moon Emblem. I was reading that, but I wasn't really paying attention. What? Print a Planeswalker back in play a Blood Moon Emblem on the enters the battlefield. What? One, two, three, four, five. We're gonna have two bees within their land. So I think that the line will be too bad that our green mana is super awkward right here. Play a Susa. And if they do have this member, that's actually bad for us. Eldrazi was a mistake. Eldrazi is really bad for us, yeah, if that's what you mean. Do they really have Tron plus? Because that's messed up. If they have a Tron and Expedition map, that's messed up. Tectonic Edge is what they found. Of course, they have the missing Tron piece. Do we have to minus for Tech Edge here? No, we minus for coding. In fact, I could play this out just to entice my opponent to minus to Tech Edge my Boros Garrison. That sounds great to me, actually. Susa is gonna chomp the beast. Of course they have the Natty Tron. Why wouldn't they have the Natty Tron, right? Why wouldn't they have the Natty Tron? And Snaring Bridge. Okay, so they have a Tech Edge. Yes. Right, so they have a Tech Edge in hand. But they also have a Karn that can go get the other guy. Not drawing a land there was probably game losing. Oh, I should have minus for both. What am I doing here? Am I stupid? I am certainly stupid. Hey Sam, how's it going? The line is always minus for both, right? Kind of. Man, if I had boated, we would be in great shape. And now I even played the Dryad. This was so bad. I even played the Dryad, and now my opponent can go get the other thingy. Like, I actually need to minus. I have to fucking minus for Biting Needle now, and I have to name Karn the Great Creator, which is awful. Because otherwise they just minus and they go get the dude that destroys all my lands. Ugh. Man, that was a huge mistake. I deserve it. I deserve it.
I've made a huge mistake.
I could have boated. I also missed the chance to use the boat thingy. Yeah, exactly. That's why it was so bad. Like, it was very, very bad on multiple different levels. It was just all around a horrid play. All around a horrid play. Now, if they have Chalice, we actually cannot use the Chalice. We cannot destroy the Chalice, so both of our pacts, which, by the way, we got extremely unlucky to draw both of these. Like, this is our worst card in the deck under most situation in this matchup. Smashers and Snare and Bridge combo. Classic, classic. That sucks. Oh, it sucks. I guess I should have played the coding, right? There's no reason for me to not play it. All is dust. Ugin the Ineffable. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna Valakut their. I'm gonna Vesuva their Tech Edge. We can't get Valakut because my opponent has the Tech Edge in play. So we have to actually do this first. You're gonna blow up or board his garrison or whatever. Sure. Play prime time. And then we're gonna get Squatter Valakut. The problem if I do that is like we just die to Dismember, so I guess I don't want to do that. So let's do Ghost Squatter. Windswept Heath. And we have to give them one more turn with all the mana in the world. Also, I got some comments on YouTube that were saying that they didn't appreciate me eating while streaming. So me eating while streaming is just not something I can avoid, right? Like my streams go pretty long usually, so I cannot just not eat something. Like that's just not an option. So I also don't think that taking a break is going to be a good alternative, because taking a break means that I lose a bunch of viewers. So I wanted to know about potential alternatives, that we could use to prevent that from happening. Maybe turning off the camera. Is that something that could help, for example? Turning off the camera. I mean, I know, but like maybe there are some alternatives that I can use. Maybe there are some options that I can idolize that might help make things better for everybody, you know. Mute mic and turn off cam is something I've seen people do. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think that there have to be options, right? Inject raw purified nutrients into my veins. That sounds like another option. I'll take that into account. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Absorb the meals through osmosis. All right, all right. These are all very, very productive comments that I'm hearing right now. I like this. Get hooked to a catheter. Okay, okay. Very, very productive. I like it. This is, I was not expecting anything less from Twitch chat, you know? Just some very, very productive conversation. Really helping me out in this situation. Thank you for that, Twitch chat. You never disappoint me. Always yes, always yes. I'm kind of sad that we had to let the Valakut go, but it's fine. I think camera immune is the best you can do. Okay, okay, so we will do that then. Thank you for that. Okay, I am pretty interested, sorry, in blowing up their lands. So we have one land drop so far. I guess we actually have all the land drops. So I guess we're gonna do this. Karn doesn't really matter. Bounce this. Udo dies. We have 2 land drops remaining. So this is 1 land drop. Valakut you. Do we have actual lethal here? Green, blue, green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just keep eating. Primetime is hungry. That's fair. No, we bring them down to 2. So since we're only bringing them down to 2, I think that I'm just going to blow up their second tower. they're going to naturally draw the same thing, right? But I guess maybe, no, there was actually a lethal line. I should have actually stopped to figure that out, but I think there was actually a lethal line here. Because I have a fetch land in play, and I have a Ghost Quarter in play, so I could have Ghost Quarter myself. And like maybe at one point I could have bounced this fetch land and replay it. So there was definitely a lethal line here. Edit it out for YouTube, then we complain about getting less content. Some people will never be happy. No, editing it out of YouTube is just not an option. It's just too time consuming. Way too time consuming. Biting Needle resolves. Naming Windswept Heath. That's cute. I mean, they know that I have a bounce line in hand, though. Are they just showing me? But I so got you. I totally had you. But I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those meddling hits. Alright, so here we go, muting, and you're gonna see me disappear, chat. Don't miss me, please don't miss me, this is very important, but bye-bye. Ooh, mystery. Mysterious stream. Who is streaming now? Who am I even? Can you actually hear me eat? I'm gonna eat right now and tell me if you can hear me. Can you hear me eating right now? Do I need to mute myself or not? Just cutlery? Alright. Oh man! With his hand. The last modern streamer probably timed himself exactly. Alright, moving on. We are keeping this one, and I think that we're bottoming the Balakut. Name Giant. Play Amulet. Pass the turn, say go. Katria Triumph. Alright, so we're playing against Scapeshift most likely. I mean, if they do tap out here, we can Titan them next turn, which is cool. Tap out. What? X fucking Q's me? Main deck Wilt? What? Scapeshift with 2 main deck Wilt. Oh my. Unfortunately, we kind of have to do this here. we cannot really attempt to go get a value any other way with Karn. So if they have a lightning bolt, they just have a lightning bolt. Yep. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. Hopefully no cryptic. Uh-oh. Well, we're super dead here. Should have played around Sakama. God damn. Locker Flocky, thank you so much for the Twitch sub. Welcome to the Primetime Tron or Locker Flocky. Hell yeah. Flashy Nanashiok. Jeez. That would be some tech. Right, we did. Flashiok. Nice. Okay, Gustos we want. That one we want. This one we want. That's it. Cut one of these. We cast one castle, I guess. Main deck Wilt. We got wilted. Also, we would have won easily if my opponent hadn't had that wilt, which is funny. This hand doesn't do anything. Let's ship it. This hand also doesn't do anything before we die, so let's ship it. This hand also doesn't do anything, but it's less bad. Classic Vesuva coming into play untapped, not being able to tap for mana or anything. Classic Vesuva. Main deck Wilt. We got hella owned by main deck Wilt. They can remand this. Yeah, this matchup seems miserable. I'm not particularly sure how we are supposed to win this matchup. Maybe have Ashok in the Cyber or something? That sounds terrible. The good art shift? You mean the only art shift? Well, didn't I bottom you? I thought I bottomed you. I know it's not the only art shift, but It's the only one that I recognize. Yeah, I bottomed it, but somehow I still drew it. I am that good. Old ATB tapped lands. Feels bad, man. Motobug, you don't say? Oh yeah. If we draw a Titan, we can't even cast it. Saddest timeline. I also wish Vesu I could copy in my hand so I could cycle this. Hello. We're super dead, aren't we? We're super hella dead. God damn it, Wilt! Wilt! Wilt confirmed OP. New modern staple. When your opponent could have cast an Uro, and they're like, nah, you go. You go. We're fine here. You go. No need to cast this Uro right here. I'm good, don't worry about it. That's how you know. Honestly, to be fair, like Wilt is a great card. Like this card is really, really, really good. They're playing around my Cryptic. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess technically I could have like Gust or something. Little do they know that I have a blank, you know? Please don't put Wilt back on top. Oh no, I got Gust. Yeah, we're just dead. I'm done with this game. I am I am over this game. Could have kept playing, but yeah, it's not a game that we have a shot at winning. All right, we're back now. I've been fed. And I've been destroyed by Scapeshift. Yeah, this hand is too slow on the draw. This hand doesn't do anything. This hand is pretty solid. Bottom. Oh, we can't bottom that one. Okay, so we have to bottom one of these. I think I'm actually gonna bottom. No, we can't bottom the Titan, right? No, yeah, we're actually. Yeah, I'm actually gonna bottom Titan because we can actually turn to this Karn. It's bonkers against expedition map.deck. It might be. That's messed up. I simply cannot afford for my amulet to get condescended, right? So unfortunately, I just cannot afford to get condescended there. Okay, cool. Yeah, the amulet is counterable. That's a problem. Okay, so they discarded tower and power plant. So clearly, wow, they have the force of negation. So they're gonna have Tron next turn. Yeah, we're super screwed now. As long as they have literally anything going on, we're fucked. Can we beat this? We can't, right? I guess we can minus. Let's name Giant here. And we can, if we draw an untapped source, we can minus 4 Biting Needle. Untapped source? Nope. No, no, no. Plus kill this, then we get to Biting Needle. I mean, they have no business. They have no business, so... Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Okay, so Abyss Within and Forces. Just made it tightest FX Final Fantasy X laugh. Ah ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Is there a lot of Tron lately? I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind. We just mulled to 5 and then my opponent had a very, very good draw. I think that all the Tron decks are good matchups for us. All the Tron decks are matchups that I actively want to see. Blue mana is a bad design. Okay. Shit. So if we find a bounce land, we're gonna be in good shape. We can turn to the Karn before they get mana to interact with us. I guess they can dismember my Stacy. Bounce land. Never lucky. Was there any meme that you tried out that ended up being absolutely horrible? Amulet. I mean, define absolutely horrible. This is really frustrating. Need some burning PP ideas. Wargate was medium, but definitely aiming towards the bad side of medium. Fuck, man. Why can't I draw reasonable? Why can't I draw reasonably? A bounce line, we beat this so easily. Like, this card is so bad against us. But, like, we just don't have anything. We just don't have lands. And we also just cannot continue not doing anything. Literally any ETB tap land in my entire deck and we can pay for that Condescend easily. So frustrating. So frustrating. Why not cast Karn? Because I was playing around exactly that card. Opponent goes for the coding. That's actually, at least that's a good... Oh, calm the fuck on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We're gonna get forced here, aren't we? Fuck, man. Like, this is the most tilting thing ever. We actually cannot beat the Karn anymore. We just don't have any business. So the Karn just beats us. Really good matchup for us, but like we just don't draw anything for multiple turns in a row. It's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, they forced me in game 1. That's why they won game 1 as well. Both times they just have the force. I'm honestly surprised that they can afford to play force in their deck. They usually don't play that many blue cards. They play like 4 Remands, 4 Condescend, 4 thirds of for knowledge, and that's kind of about it. Hive Mind doesn't sound great at this time. I wouldn't play Hive Mind right now. Honestly, I don't think I would play Amulet. Like if I had a competitive tournament, I don't think I would play Amulet. I think that we are super poorly positioned right now, which is really unfortunate. It's honestly not even Amulet's fault. It's the fact that Aethergust was printed, and Aethergust hoses us super hard in a way that we cannot actually beat it, right? Like there's no way for us to play around Aethergust. We just have no alternatives. And we are just unlucky that Aethergust is just really good in the meta as a whole. Like it tackles all the mono red decks, it tackles Scapeshift. So like it actually covers many bases in the format right now. So people are packing like 3 or 4 Aethergusts in all of their sideboards. So we are just randomly getting a shit ton of splash hate with a card that we really struggle to beat. Chalice on 2. Oh, I didn't see your question earlier. Sorry, Big Bad Thor. Yeah, so it's that. I mean, you're answering your own question right there. That is basically what it is. Rexage, like we just saw my opponent having main deck Welt, right? Like Rexage just actually tackles a bunch of problematic things right now, and it's just basically a question of do you want to play Reclamation Sage or Pact of Negation in your main deck, and I am trying out the Rexage. Doesn't mean that it's good, does not mean that it's better, it just means that I'm trying it out. Let me be clear about that. Does not mean that it's better than playing main deck Pact. Like Sphinx of the Final Ward and 13 Emmy, it's not great obviously, but it's fun. I'm very tempted to buy in Dredge. Yeah, I mean, I've been having... Honestly, every league with Amulet that I have played, I have gone 3-2 or worse. And every league that I have played with any Stoneforge deck, I've gone 4-1 or better. So like, probably if I had to play an event this weekend or something like that, I would play just a Stoneforge deck. Which is sad, because there's, I mean, as everybody is probably well aware of, there's nothing that I enjoy more than casting Primeval Titan, but I guess that the only thing that I enjoy more than casting Primeval Titan is winning. So, there is that. So, we might be just dying here. It's not impossible that we might just die. At least we can percent lethal. You felt that the super sign that, yeah, I mean it's just it's okay, you know, it's just like hopefully something will happen, you know, eventually, but as a competitive player, there's only so much losing to Aethergust that I can that I can do before I go crazy. Couldn't we try? This actually deals more damage because I am using my land drops after the Dryad is in place, so now I can use the Vesuva to copy the Valakut. Like we actually have lethal here. And we are gonna have one more trigger in their upkeep. So this line is just the better way to achieve the same thing. That's what I'm trying to say. So now we force them to use the Angel's Grace here, or they die. Or they die, sorry. Yeah, just don't see it. Alright, Pact of Negation, Beast Within, and Forces. And that's it. Udo explores in Bojukabog. I see the biggest number percentage I'm having right now, so I imagine it's a bit of a rust spot. Yeah, I mean, I am going to continue playing Amulet, but it is a little bit of a losing proposition. Like, I play Amulet because I enjoy playing Amulet, but it is one of those things that there's just so much tuning that you can do, right? There's so much tuning that you can do because the card is just, it's designed in such a way that there's no way that you can beat it. Which is brutal. Maybe the way to beat... Okay, so let's do a little bit of theory crafting here. Anti-Gust. How do we beat Aethergust? Wusa, thank you so much for the host there. Welcome everybody from Wusa's stream. We're playing some Karn Amulet today. How was your stream? It wasn't really memeing on Hive Mind. They can, if you try to kill them with the copy, they can gust their copy. And you cannot actually, like, they don't have to do anything. Jose, so it's still the same. Like, gust still beats Sidemind. Like, if they have gust, you cannot kill them. What do you think about the prowess decks lately? Is it worth to try the red-black version? Is it, or just stick mono-red in your opinion? I think that all the prowess versions are very good. Personally, I think that I wouldn't consider the red-black one in the same place as the other two. The other two are very, very aggressively slanted, while the red-black version is a little bit more mid-rangey. And I think I'm keeping this hand. It's definitely a sketcher. Lol. It's definitely a sketcher because I don't have a way to speed up this Karn besides just naturally finding a bounce land or something like that. But I think like Karn is all right. There we go. I think Karn is good enough that this is a keep. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So like the mono red and the blue red versions are even. I've seen some red green versions as well. Those are very aggressively slanted, while the red-black version is a lot more mid-rangey, which kind of impulses the deck in a different direction, and it presents different play patterns. So I think that they're different, but I think probably what I would lean towards is the blue-red one. No, I think it's good. I think that the black is pretty solid. Having access to discard spells and that kind of stuff can be quite powerful. Alright. Just developing my mana here, and I'm just insta gonna go get liquid metal coating here. They're gonna need to have an answer to. They're gonna need to have an answer to an artifact, or they're just gonna lose to Karn plus coding. stream was pretty good. Basically went 5-1. Our Scapeshifted twice. He always failed to click on 6 mountains. That is hilarious. Yeah, morning. Anytime. Questions are always welcome. It's nice. That's a nice draw. Speeds up my Titan turn next turn. They're gonna pack this. If they pack this, I love it. That's great for me. If they don't pack it, also great for me. Late criminal coding. Packed for this one. Okay. So we're gonna minus for engineered explosives then. So my opponent's gonna have to waste their Angel's Grace here. Then we're gonna get to explosives. They're unlife. After we attack with the Titan and we make a bunch of Field of the Deads. This game is over. I don't think my opponent will win anymore. Maybe going mid-range is strong versus cast. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to like brew that up a little bit. See what we can find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Garrison, Stronghold. Can I percent lethal here? So we attack. We have 3 land drops remaining. We attack. We get 1, 2. Besuva plus. It's gonna be 9 damage plus 1, 2 land drops to cast the Dryad plus 2. Yeah, I think we should be fine here. I guess I should have plus an attack for 1 more for value. I guess that they can answer my thingy, so maybe it's better for us not to. So Vesuva plus semi-growth. Ballista Trinket Shell. Yeah, we're after we finish the league, I'm gonna do a little bit of thinking. I'm figuring stuff out. There goes that. Now we're going to Dryad. Play Dryad. Play this. Oh, that's... Whoops. Forgot about these cards. That's fine. That's fine. Like, it only delays my opponent's death a little bit. I honestly just, I was thinking about something else and I totally forgot about. We don't die to our trigger, I don't think. Just have to say no to all the Valakut triggers, which is a little bit annoying. It's okay though. Could we have had lethal be an Eon 4? No, because they have the unlife. and I didn't have enough triggers. Like I would have needed to float the mana before playing the EE, meaning that all the all the Valakut triggers would just have gone to waste, right? That would have been the problem. Like, we have lethal this turn regardless. Like, it just doesn't matter. Like, they basically double mulligan. Like, this is not a card that should have been in their deck. I also forgot to activate Karn. That's how little it matters. Just forgot to activate Karn and it doesn't change anything. It's kind of annoying how they would not auto-yield or something. Yeah, they're just dead. Alright, let's see if we can get a 3-2. Right point, to be fair, I'm always just terrified of nothing on top of me. I mean, it's only terrifying when they can kill you, right? Considering that they have the... Like, their hand would have needed to be... No, they actually had 0 outs because we have a Karn. And their way to filter mana... their way to filter mana is through Pentat Prism, and that's just not an option when there's a Karn on board. What did we lose to? We lost to Mono Blue Tron and a Rug Scapeshift with main deck Wilts. Those were our losses today. Unfortunate, but no. These hands today are rough. I'm gonna keep this one, but... Don't really want to go to 6, but... to 5, sorry, but... Not being 4 and 1. Take 4 damage? Yes, thank you. Land, please. Amulet. It's not great, but it is what it is. So what's gonna happen here is I am gonna have to play my land because we can't really miss land drops. But then what's gonna happen, which is the saddest timeline, we're gonna top deck an Amulet, exactly. I think I have to take the 4 here. The Lava Man. Wow. It's a card I have not seen in a while. Castle Gurnberg. Never look. Alright, so if we find the land that we're missing, we're going to win this game pretty easily, and if we don't, we're going to die. Tempted to sub to House of Mana to get the Bog Titan emote. Yeah, we don't have a Pog emote in this channel. Pretty sad. Double Riftbolt. Any land, please? No. We're going to pact for Udo. I don't think I can afford to not do anything. Because I might just die before next turn. And this damage is not going to matter, so I'd rather be safe against potential blockers. I imagine they're going to go face here, yeah. So we have to kind of draw Radiant Fountain or bust at this point. Particularly if they have the dude. Cinema the dude, Chandra's, whatever, Incinerator. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. Am I dead here? I have to be dead. Wait. Why? Why did they do this? Okay, so they have Xaxes. But why didn't they play the creature last turn? Is what I don't understand. Huh, weird. Anyway, Karn's out. Baloth, Gusts. Explosives. Trying to play around. Like, they actively wanted their creatures to die. So, like, playing around explosives is not really a thing, right? I feel like I'm missing something. Whatever. Wormcoil is not good against burn. It's really easy for them to play around with cards like what's his name? I was gonna say bounce, but what's the name of the card? The one that prevents you from gaining life. That one. Sure, I guess I'd rather play the Stacy because it's a blocker. Skullcrack, thank you. Sometimes I have this thing because I'm so focused on the game or stuff. I'm going over the options in my head, and very, very obvious names of cards that I have said a billion times and I know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. They just escape my mind for whatever reason. It's really funny. I'll block. Classic second main phase Swift Sphere. You love to see it. Okay, so we play Amulet. Bog you. Float mana. Float mana. Play land. Dryad. Valakut. Float mana. Dryad. Land. Kill Swift Spear. Always yes, always it. Feels like the automod is doing something that I have no idea where it is. What's the noggin number? Or Nuggy Knocker. No idea what you folks are saying. I guess we'll race. Giant. Maybe they have Bloodboon? Oh, they have light up the stage. Oh no, they have the big dude. They have the big dude. There we go. That's a big fucking pro. Bounce land. Nope. Well, we're fucking dead now. Titan would have won. Bounce land would have won. So many draws would have just won the game on the spot. Does Burn have any good matchups right now? I don't know. A good matchup is us not drawing lands and not drawing Titans. That's a good matchup for Burn. Thank you for the follow. X100 thanks. Trump seems to be increasing popularity. I think Burn beats prowess too, right? Bounce line would win the game. So would Primeval Titan. It's so frustrating, man. Aether Gust would also win the game. Like, the amount of cards that will win the game right here is maybe over half of my deck at this point. We have the 12 Titans. We have Udo would be a redraw that gains life. The 4 Pacts, the 2 Tolaria Wests. I guess it's 11 Titans, sorry. Two Aether Gusts, Baloth would gain a little bit of time, 8 bounce lands. Vesuva would also win the game because I would just copy Valakut and kill this. I don't understand, do they just have nothing here? I have no idea what the hell is going on anymore. I have no idea why I haven't died yet. Okay, so now I'm gonna die. They probably got one more Incinerator. Yeah, I mean, we can't beat anything here anyway, right? We're just dead. Yeah, really sad way to go. Like 7 turns without finding a Titan, without finding a bounce land, without finding any of those cards. Rough. Tolaria West would have also won. Anyway. Okay, so we were talking about building a version of the deck that's anti-Aether Gust. So what are the good cards that don't get Aether Gusted? We do want Primeval Titan. Maybe we want less copies of Primeval Titan. Tracker is a good card against Aether Gust. Oh, by the way, I didn't finish the I didn't finish the YouTube video. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.